So the last update was on the 31st, and that was showing, the fact that we had gotten a new space, and we really didn't talk a whole lot about what we've done, which is probably not the best kind of update. It did show that we got a space, but anybody can get a space. And so I think what we're gonna do, instead of giving you a written update as we tend to do, we're gonna do a little bit of a video update, and I'll try to stay on top of it. The team will try to stay on top of it. But the long and short of it is that we have done a lot. We've brought in some folks that are experts in certain things like printing and manufacturing. We've made some really killer partners that have helped us move forward on the grids. We've done a ton. And think about it. So today, what's today? The 19th?
4th.
What's the what? Oh God. So today's the 24th. So in 24 days, we've done a lot. We've gotten over this place being the dustiest it's ever been, I think, given that they just built it, because they were putting in new drywall and filling in the two gaps. We've solved delivery issues with some of our equipment. Some of it we have to have in order to be able to do stuff. We've learned some new stuff with technology, just a lot. And luckily for us, we are smart enough not to order everything overseas. We've done everything here in Spokane, minus two things, but those are already solved, so we're in a good spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a quickie sort of tour of what we got going on, and hopefully this alleviates any stress. If you feel any stress, you say something to us right away. But hopefully this alleviates any concerns that you've got, and you can see why we haven't updated. Here we go. All right, so we've added some inventory space. We have to order 100 rolls of magnetic material. That's 50 pounds each times 100, so do some math. But we now have room to fill all of that and all of the magnets and everything else that's gonna be in it. We've got a location for shipping, although all of our stuff is going off to quartermasters, so they'll be handling all of our fulfillment, which is good. It's good for all of us. It means that we have someone else jamming on that for us. We have our machines now in place for printing and cutting. We've got a station which Greg is dutifully working on. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of difficulty with Mr. Windows. And so long and short, pardon the box, in the box, we have received all of our magnets and all the magnets you ordered. So this is one item from China that we had to get. So there's that. And you can see they're just great. We're so happy with the result. Those are the disc ones. Square ones are in there somewhere. And also the grid magnets are in there as well. So those have arrived. We've set up all of our workstations, which we're gonna need for putting all of your materials and stuff together. We've got our ink cartridges, we've got our printers, and all of that. Before I get into this stuff, I will show you this. So one of the things we've been doing is trying to figure out the best possible quality. I'll get nice and close. Thank you, Apple, and your iPhone 11. But you can see that we've been testing a variety of different looks. Some of them are a little bit grainy, right? Some of them aren't perfect. Some of the colors, some of them have a strange color. But you can see we've been going through and trying to solve all of that. This was our end result last night. Now this is glossy, so don't worry about it being on glossy paper. We definitely wouldn't do that. You can see us taking our original prototypes and looking at it versus the printer. Sometimes they're better, sometimes they're worse, but we are definitely working towards better. And we were testing our cut, and you can see this one, we tested both on and off. And you can see there it's off and then it's on. So our cuts should be really, really close to the line. So again, you're not looking at this one, and pardon my dirty finger, that's painting. Looking at that one, you're looking at that one. So we should be really close. But we're going through and testing all the different variations of printing styles, how they look when they're cut, how they look when they're printed, different textures, things like that. Getting a good understanding of how much ink that takes and where we're gonna go with that. And then yeah, there's some other stuff over there which matters but doesn't matter at the same time. But we spent a lot of time trying to get the space into a place where we could use it and you know, make it work for us. So without further ado, let's talk about where we are with the most important thing, the grids. So this is the current version of it. This is the newest one, and man, is it pretty. Let's see if I can get it to focus in. The magnets look great. The bottom looks great. It's just really, really nice. It's beautiful white compared to our previous one, which is the same one we filmed with, which was just a little darker. And you can even see the difference between the two there. I mean, this is the previous version and this is the new version. There are some caveats that kind of come with that. We find that crappy markers tend to not necessarily write as well as you'd want them to. They kind of wick a little bit, but we're working on how to solve that. And if we can't, then we'll be sure to let you know. Here is the most recent print we've done. This is on the magnetic material, the thick stuff. And this is the one that we did as the prototype. So you can see the quality coming out of our shop, which this one did not come out of our shop. This one came out of another one, but the one that we're producing is pretty rich. I would say the colors are in fact richer than the previous one. So we figured it out, is the long and short. We understand how to do it now, and we can do it in volume and at velocity. So we're in a very good place with that. So you've got both of those. And again, by the way, this is Crosshead Studios, so make sure you check them out. Here is the bag. They're currently producing quite a few of these for us, and we'll make sure we sell them after the fact as well. This is the smaller one, and you'll see the new photos from the factory. This is the second item that's coming from China, one of two. The first one was magnets. This is the second one. You can see that the embroidery is really quite nice. Really, really great looking. Again, this is a little smaller than the next one. This particular bag, and the reason we haven't talked about it too much, is too small. It only holds 6 grids. The next one is wider, deeper, and a little taller, and it also has a black interior instead of a red interior, and doesn't have this gross pocket, which looks like it fell out of the 80s, but it's very nice. And the quality overall is terrific. So we're very happy with that, and we think that you'll be happy with it as well. Okay, and this is the box. Now, of course, the one we're really producing is made out of wood, but we had a family member and very good friend who works for a very large, very notable 3D printing company produce an actual 3D prototype for us. And it's got tape in it because we don't have the barrel magnets for it, but it is very nice. And we are very excited to show you all the details when we get the wooden one out. But yeah, this is a fully functional 3D model or 3D print that works as you would expect. And of course, the Mimic's grid is what we're gonna put on the top as opposed to Crypt, because we want that, and it'll be flipped around, given that you're gonna be carrying it, because we want it to be beautiful and tout the grids, not necessarily Crypt. But I'll throw a grid in there real quick so you can see what they look like. And again, this one doesn't have the barrel hinges in it just yet, so forgive me for the tape. But this is my favorite part. This comes out of the 3D modeling work that we've done here in-house. It fits perfectly in between both the previous version and the prototype. You can see they sit just perfectly inside of this. So I think that's a solid update. We will definitely do our best to try to get out more information as soon as we can, as opposed to making you wait. We just had a lot of stuff that didn't seem important, and it wasn't really great progress until really recently when we got these racks up and got our machines in and working and received some final official prototypes from our manufacturer, who is right down the road from us. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me show you the box with them. Ah, here we go. It's hidden. Here is an actual box. So some of them, and you can see they all are equal in quality. These don't have the guts in them, so I'm not going to show you the inside for secretive reasons. But yeah, we have a whole box full of them in here, as you can see, just massive amounts of them. And that's one of 500 that we have as well. So we have to go and pick up an additional 500 this week. And then we're producing essentially 500 every day or so up until we get up to 5,500, which fulfills our order here. And then more after that. So thank you again, everybody. The exciting part about all of this is that because we've taken these steps, that means that we will now be able to produce these for you on demand after we're done. You'll be able to continue buying art from your favorite artists and from the CurseScript team long after the Kickstarter is done. So thank you again for everybody and all of your patience with us. Thank you for backing us and supporting us through this process. We cannot wait to continue showing you all of the exciting stuff we're producing and really locking this up and getting it to you this month, October. So thank you again, and talk to you soon.